Box after box, table after table, row after row. You never know where the search for the perfect part will take you.
And our Hot on the Block auctions are hammering on American iron. Plus a Corvette that goes from smash to flash. All next on Copart Sold in Seconds.
Welcome to another edition of Copart Sold in Seconds. I'm Greg White.
And I'm Jamie Howe. I hope you're ready because in the next 30 minutes, we're going to fill you in on the world of Copart. Let's dive right in now with this week's Hot on the Block auctions.
We kick off this week's Hot on the Block with this 2006 Harley-Davidson Road King Classic. Now, it's true, it looks like it's got a splitting headache with that front-end damage, but with an ACV of almost $16,500, this project could net someone a nice return on investment or a sweet ride for you.
And talk about spring cleaning, take a look at this clean 1994 Ford Mustang SVT Cobra. It has a clean title, Copart's run and drive verification, and a 4.6-liter V8 with under 17,000 on the odometer. Right now, it's waiting in Hartford, Connecticut.
And how about this black beauty? Nah, this is a black beast, a 2004 Chevy SSR sports truck. It's propelled by a 5.3-liter V8 churning out 300 horses. It's a slick-looking hay hauler with only a minor door ding in the right front fender. It's got 88K on the odometer with a Tennessee salvage title.
I'm going to check out all the live auctions on Copart.com and make sure we don't miss our first Hot on the Block auction. But Greg, why don't you do something useful and tell everyone how Copart works?
Nah, fine, because that's how I do. Now, you might be asking yourself, what is Copart.com? Well, I've got all the answers. I mean, I don't have all the answers. Like, I can't tell you if that cute girl from work likes you or what's causing that squeaking noise in the back of your car. But I can tell you about Copart and what it's all about. One look at Copart.com shows you the bidding is fast and furious.
Selling all the way now. Going once, going twice.
With more than 135 locations in the U.S. and more than 150 worldwide, the company sells in excess of 5,000 vehicles a day.
Sold to the highest bidder.
Copart has more than 50,000 items to search at any time. Buyers from across the globe bid against each other to get great buys. On everything from cars and trucks to boats and snowmobiles. Copart's easy-to-search inventory comes from the insurance industry, bank and finance companies, as well as dealer, fleets, and rental car companies. Auctions are completely online, so you can register, search, bid, and win from the convenience of your home or office. And if you won't be available for an auction, put in your maximum preliminary bid and let the patented VB2 technology do the work for you. Let's take a look at an auction screen. The green bar in the middle shows you what's selling. The blue area below that lists the actual cash value of the car. That's the value before any damage, and tells you about any type of damage. On the top of the screen, you'll see pictures of the item, as well as the location it's selling from. On the right side of the screen, you'll see bidding action in real time. Under that, the button you can click to raise the bid. See, Copart is that simple, but I know you need real-world experience, right? So let's check in with Jamie. She can help. Hey, Jamie, do you have a live auction you can show these folks or what?
Yes, I do. The East Coast auctions have just opened and the bidding is already frantic. Let's see what's going on with this live auction. And I can point out a few things on the bidding screen. This one's in Glassboro, New Jersey. You can see the five pictures at the top of the screen. You can see that it has damage on the side. It comes with a salvage certificate. And on the right-hand side of the screen, you see that Pennsylvania and Delaware, they're bidding back and forth on this particular car right now. That's about it. Bidding on Copart is pretty simple. I'll keep the browser open and I'll let you know if I see something good. But the first Hot on the Block auction should be coming up soon.
Now, every show we like to take a look back and check out a couple auctions from the week before.
Today is no different, except we're going to take a look at two auctions we featured last week and see how they did. Here are the notable sales of the week presented by Auto Owners Insurance. Last week we saw this 2004 Alpha Gold fifth wheel camper that had the minor kitchen fire. We knew it'd be a big item because the rest of it was still in top shape. It had bidders from 6 states across the country going back and forth for nearly 3 minutes before the bidder in Missouri won it at just over 16 grand.
And last week we showed you this cracked in the grill 2009 Mercedes-Benz SL 550. This heart attack in black rolled off the auction line in 53 seconds. Bidders from Illinois, Maryland, Jersey, Utah, and Germany were going toe-to-toe. But when the smoke cleared, Cali snagged it for 347 Ben Franklins. That's $34,700, Jamie.
It's interesting that that auction for the fifth wheel lasted 3 times longer than the auction for the Mercedes.
Hey, it's tough to tell how intense the bidding will get for the items on Copart.
You know what else is tough? We need to take a break.
Okay, true. But before we go, we want to point out the counter right there. That's 1,653 Copart vehicles that have sold so far today. I hope a few of those are yours.
Coming up on Copart Sold in Seconds, we take a look at a true parts recycler, an auto fair.
And the first Hot on the Block auction will be ready to go, the 2006 Road King Classic, when we get back.
Welcome back to Copart Sold in Seconds. Our first Hot on the Block auction just wrapped up.
Hot on the Block auctions showcase vehicles that we think are interesting and should be a good auction to watch. Let's take a look at the finer points of this Harley. This little baby blue is a 2006 Harley-Davidson Road King Classic, your typical 88cc V-twin you'd expect to find, but with soft bags, great chrome accents, this was a very desirable item up on Copart.com. Yeah, it looks like it got socked in the eye, but so fixable. Let's see what happens.
Going once, going twice.
See, it started off at $6,600. That's a pretty good starting bid.
It is, and it starts to roll really quick.
Oregon, West Virginia, New Jersey. Now, all of these bidders, they've been online and they looked at the full 10 pictures, not just the 5 that we're seeing right now.
Yeah, and you know, with summer coming up, there's a lot of people that wanted this nice motorcycle because it can make a really sweet ride during the course of the year.
Going once, going
You can tell they're
twice.
starting to want it really bad. They're waiting a couple seconds to place that next bid now.
It's a good looking motorcycle. You can feel it, and that's how it goes. Hopefully the new owner can get her on the road, you know, before summer swings into action.
Well, here's an auction that's happening now in Glassboro, New Jersey. It's a 1997 Lexus ES. This one it's been accordioned. It's got front end damage, rear end damage, but it looks like New Jersey still wants it.
Pennsylvania in on the action, and this is how quick this VB2 technology works. You can see those dollar values. Someone's got their hand on the trigger. That looks like a good value.
Ooh, that one's sold.
That's all the time we have for live auction look right now, but don't worry, we'll have more.
Well, it's spring, and Greg, you know what that means.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. It means I'm late getting into bikini shape.
Ooh, I don't think you have enough time left for that. But Greg, it is time to pull those cars out of the garage and start working on them again. And that's why people across the country are attending auto fairs, a grassroots part of the auto recycling industry. If you've been to an auto fair, you know you can find pretty much anything you'd ever want. A door from a 32 Ford, an intake for a 350 small block, chrome for a Chevelle, even deep fried butter. Yes, people eat that.
Boy, you would love that.
While everyone at the Food Lion Auto Fair at Charlotte Motor Speedway seems to be looking for something different, vendors like Jeff Necklace say there's really is something for everyone. He sees the young guys who want to go fast.
You know, everybody wants to hop up their motor and make a hot rod out of it. You know, all these guys are getting a little older, and they can afford the cars now that they wanted when they were kids. So, you know, it's like a big toy house for old people.